I hope everything I said in the last module really sat with you because now we should talk about what career alignment looks like for you. I think career alignment is where your values are honored, your strength is used, your interests are engaged, and you feel growth. All of these things work together. It's like a cycle. When you go to a place and you feel valued, you're going to want to put in more effort. When you go to a place and your strengths are used, you're not underutilized. You don't feel like these people are not sharpening my potential. I could do more than I'm doing here. When you go to a place and oh, I really love this thing. I really love being engaged in this space. I love things that make me think about design. I love things that make me think engineering, think structure, think processes. I love things that make me think processes. You could be doing a million and one things. I'm like, okay, how did you arrive at this? Why are you doing this? I like to document the process. How did this flow? I feel like over time I'm going to go into doing documentaries because I'm very curious about how certain things, certain elements of nature work. That's a personal thing. But I like it when I'm in spaces where people see the value I bring. My strengths are being used, my interests are engaged. I feel like I'm growing. I can see it, I can feel it. If I'm in a space where I don't feel like I'm growing, I begin to feel redundant. I begin to feel small. It's like every other person is moving up except me. I can go and ask for more tasks. Now, if there's nothing else to be done, I could just find myself, okay, you know what? I think I've overgrown this place. I'm too comfortable. I'm too used to here. So I want to go into something more challenging. And I know that we all complain about our jobs. Oh, it's stressful. It's challenging, but we like it. The truth is, those things that challenge us, those things that stress us in quotes, we like it. We want it. It's just a natural phenomena for humans to complain about things, but we do enjoy things that teach us to grow, that help us grow. Because when it stretches us, it grows us. When it stresses us, it stretches us. And when we stretch, we grow. We grow out of our comfort zone. We grow out of the regular things that we are used to. We become bigger people. Our brains are sharper. We think wider. That is what alignment should look like. Don't do something because don't do a job. So I was in this seminar organized by one of my mentors, Dr. Shogo. Dr. Shogo Oyeniyi. You should look out for him. And there was this woman who came up to talk. I don't remember her name right now. I mean, it's coming, but I'm losing it. And she has this event called the Emerge. I think something the Emerge Uncommon Woman Summit. Yeah, she's the organizer of Uncommon Woman Summit. I can't remember her name right now. And she said something about your job and your calling. Your job is what you do to put food on the table, hand to mouth, make I just let me just have something to do to feed myself, to you don't even have a plan to grow. You're just okay, day in, day out, day in, day out. I'm gonna do my work, they're gonna pay me. But when it's a calling, you're driven for impact, you're driven for value, you're looking for growth. Not just growth for your personal self, or not just growth for yourself, you're looking for growth for the organization, you're looking for growth for your colleagues, you're expanding, you're letting people know, okay, this is what we do, this is where I'm at, this is what we can do. And that is what a career should feel like. Don't have a job, have a career, have a calling. Don't just go to work every day and make ends meet. Even when ends are not meeting, would you still be there? Would you still be at this job if it's not paying you as much? Would you still be at this job if ends are not meeting? So you don't just want to be at a place, you want to make an impact. Career mapping 101, and this is all the skills, this is all you need to map your career. Where are you? We've talked about where are you severally. Where are you in your current role? Where are you at your skills level? Where are you at your clarity level? Where are you going? What's your ideal role? What's your ideal industry? Maybe you started out in banking, but you want to end up in a manufacturing sector. Maybe you started out in customer service, but you want to end up in the big fours. So where are you? Where are you going? What's your ideal role like? How will you get there? How you get there, the skills, the experience, the connections, the people that you need, that's something I highly recommend. You can use my Grow Smart Tracker to track. This is what the Grow Smart Tracker looks like. You're already familiar with what SMART is, SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. How about I tell you to grow, set your goals, set your reality. Your goals are where you're going, reality is where you're at now. Your options, what do you want to do, what can you do, and then the way forward, your action plans. That is what this Grow Smart Tracker is. The Grow Smart Tracker has a gap analysis tracker where you can use to set out your goals. I've written out guiding questions that should help you think through these things. What is your goal? What is and why is this goal important to you? And what does success look like on this goal for you? What is your current reality? What does your current reality look like? Sorry, this is I what are your current goals? What are your current skills? What skill sets or resources do you need? What is missing on the gaps? What is missing? What is the difference? What skills, resources, what persons do you need to close it? What are habits that you need to get rid of? And then your to dos, what options do you have? What options are most relevant? What support do you need? As soon as you know what the gaps are, your to dos, your action points will be known. And then you can come to the tracker and then you begin to set the tracker like this. I broke this down into quarters. You can break it down into halves. You can break it down into monthly, whatever works for you. First, you want to set your theme for the year. My theme for this year is Eunoia, and that simply means beautiful thinking. So everything I want to do, I want to be optimistic. I want to think beautifully. I want to think impact. And when you have a yearly theme, it gives you a unifying purpose and direction. So it's like your guiding mantra for the year. So this year, you're like, what do I want this year to be about? If I could achieve one single thing this year, what would it be? What areas of your life do you need to focus on right now? And then you break them into quarterly goals. You come to the bottom, and this is set to touch every aspect of your life: your professional life, your spiritual life, your business or academics, your health and fitness, your finance, personal growth, relationships, your emotional life, your social life, community, because you should also be thinking about those around you. And then any other thing I forgot to add. And I've set in examples, they are again guiding questions and examples of how these should look like. And then write your commitment. I commit to continually growing in my career, embracing challenges, seeking opportunities. I commit to taking one micro course a month. I commit to completing whatever you're committing to. In your fitness goals, I've said something like you're committing to taking care of your body, making health and fitness a priority. You will nourish yourself with wholesome foods, you stay active, you will work out, things like that. So at the end of every week, there's a reflection here to ask you to take a moment, look at the activities of your past week. What did you do? What did you do right? Are you on track with this goal? So this helps you. It's a Grow Smart goal setting tracker because it helps you set and manage and deal with your goals. This tracker can easily be found on, you can find this on my main stack page. The link is here. It is linked here. The Grow Smart Tracker is linked here. I'm going to drop all of these links in the description and on your group. So you're going to find this. Another tool that I have for you is something that should help you achieve this activity. Something that should help you carry out this activity is a career clarity map. Now, I'm giving you a career clarity mind map to work with. Aspirations, you're going to have a planning mind map. You're going to have a an interactive PDF that you can write your career aspirations, and you're going to get a career roadmap. So all of these are bundled into the career GPS bundle. You will find this on the main stack link as well. So you want to complete that map. You want to build your own map using these resources as a guideline. You can find this here. I'm going to drop this link on your group as well. It's called the Career GPS Bundle. You want to use those as template to build your career clarity map. Having done that, I want you to share a takeaway in the community, in the group. What is one insight you gained when you're creating your map? What is one step you're committing to this week? I promise to hold you accountable. I'm going to help you. I'm going to text you. I'm going to check in with you. Oh, where I'll be with our mind map, our clarity map. CCM for short. Sorry, I always look for acronyms for things. Then you want to choose one step from your roadmap to act on this week. So, having committed to it, you're going to take it and you're going to act on it. That's our activity for today. Now, this is something you should do every week for the rest of your life, every week for the rest of the year. And it's okay if you flop sometimes, but come back to it. Don't lose yourself. Don't stop. That said, this is what an example should look like. If you're now with customer service rep, you're strong at communication, but you're weak at tech skills, maybe you're not good with the technology. You dream to be a project manager in tech, so you need to learn agile methods. You need to learn things like Jira. You need to take a short course or maybe a long course on project management. Maybe volunteer for coordination roles because project management is the same thing as maybe event planning. It's a project. It has a start date and an end date. It has resources. It has budget. It has stakeholders. So you're going to do all of that. Then go take the extra step to build your LinkedIn presence. I always advise, don't just go in like you don't know what you're doing. Build on LinkedIn. Let people know. The fact that you take this course does not mean that people are going to know that you do it. So you want to update your LinkedIn, you want to take an online course, you possibly want to apply for a stretch job. And a stretch job is a role that pushes you beyond your current skill sets. You could volunteer for it. Sometimes you're not 100% qualified for it, but you know that, okay, if I put in the effort, I'm going to get support to build on this particular skill set. But let it be that you match at least 60% of the skills required. For instance, going from customer service to project management, you have at least 60 to 70% of the skills. You know how to interact with people, you know how to manage resources, you know how to plan budgets, you know how to solve problems, you know how to think through a problem. You also need to ensure that you're fast learning, you're adapting, and figure things out as you grow. That's what a stretch job is. A stretch job gives you real growth. Professionally and personally, you get growth. It will stretch you to mentally task you. But like I said earlier, if it's not stretching you, it's not growing you. If it's not stressing you and stretching you, you're not growing. And I'm not meaning that in a negative light or where you're burnt out. If you're burnt out, you need a break, take a step back. But when you push yourself beyond what you're comfortable with, you grow. And stretch jobs often lead you, in fact, very regularly, they lead you to career advancement. Because you see someone recommending you, oh, you could do this, you could do that, and then you're recommended for a higher position. I once had a friend who was recommended to be a product manager because of how she came from being a customer service, customer support into being a product manager. She showed adaptability. She led it, she held it. And then when there was an opening, she was recommended. And that's how she came into product management. She had trained on it, but she didn't know how to get started. So maybe the training helped her, or she trained while being a product manager, but there was a training, there was an opportunity, there was a stretch, and she was recommended. So employers love candidates who show initiative, take and show potential, take the initiative, show potential, show that you can lead. You want to be put in leadership position, act it, show it, let people see it, let it be known that that's what you can do. So as we bring this to a close, I've spoken to you about getting all of these, the groups, the links will be dropped on your group, and you can go ahead to get your growth smart tracker as well as your career GPS roadmap or GPS bundle. As we end today's classes, I want you to reflect on this. This is the end of day 5. I want you to reflect. If I fully trusted myself, what would I do differently? What would you do differently if you did not have to think of the should haves and the could haves, and you just knew that, okay, there was a chance to do whatever it is you wanted to do, and there was a success rate, there was a 99% success rate on this? What would you do? What is one thing that you know you need to shake off along the way to getting your career destination? You need to drop these habits. You need to drop these persons. You need to drop such associations. Like instead of binging on YouTube the whole day, how about you read a book that sharpens your mind, that sharpens you up on how to be professionally placed, or teaches you how to be politically placed, or teaches you how to make friends, how to connect with people? How about you do that? So this week, you need to take one step towards your mapped future. You know me, I'm all about action. Don't just talk, talk, talk. Do it. Take one step towards this week. I want to build a summer body. So this week, I'm going to go out on Saturday to take a walk. I'm going to take a 30-minute walk. I'm going to do a 10,000 steps. This week, I'm not going to eat flour products. I'm not going to eat bread this week. I'm going to cut out carbs from my diet. I'm going to reduce, I'm going to do portion control. Or this week I want to get my CBAP certification done. So this week I'm going to attempt all of my classes. I'm going to catch up on my classes. What is that thing that you are towards your future, the future you have mapped? Now you have used the growth smart tracker, you have mapped yourself for future. What is that one thing you are going to do this week? Tomorrow is day 6, and we're going to do the motivation and accountability part. We've talked and talked and talked, and we're going to walk our talk. We're going to learn how to stay motivated, especially when no one is watching. We're going to build routines that support your growth, and we're going to find accountability partners and career communities. I would like for you to be present in all of these and move with stride, move with clarity. I'm open if you need to talk. I am available if you need to have conversations. Just send me a DM, let me know. We'll schedule a time, we'll talk, and we will get all of these fog out of the way for you. Remember, I'm available if you want to have a one on one conversation and you want us to create a bespoke plan for you. That said, I'll see you in class tomorrow. Have a lovely day.